Adam Miller, Arizona State guard, former LSU guard, former Illinois guard, has entered the transfer portal. He entered on Sunday, but there was some smoke here. There were rumors of Adam Miller's portal entry and maybe even his destination before he even publicly entered the portal. Adam Miller last season averaged 9.8 points a game, 1.9 assists a game, shot a career best 43% from three on 4.5 attempts per game. He started all 30 games for Arizona State on a team that went 13 and 20, 4 and 16 in the Big 12. Year before this, Adam Miller started every game on a team that went 14 and 18, 8 and 12 in the Pac 12. Year before this, Adam Miller started all 33 games at an LSU team that went 14 and 19, 2 and 16 in the SEC. And the year before that, he started every game for a very good Illinois basketball team that went 24 and 7. And I believe, was that the year they were a one seed? They were a one seed in the Midwest that year
Hmm.
with Io, with Kofi, with everybody. So, all right. Anyways, the rumor here, let's just cut to the chase. The rumor here is that Illinois wants him back. That's the rumor. That was the smoke before he entered the portal that, hey, keep an eye on Adam Miller returning to where his career started in Champaign. Trilly Donovan's been alluding to this smoke on his public Twitter, but there's a lot of people inside as well that are like, yeah, we think this is going to happen. This shocks me. Does it shock you?
Hell yeah, it shocks me. It shocks me to levels that I didn't know I could be shocked, to be honest with you. Um, Now look, I was a big Adam Miller guy. Like when he came to Illinois, I was a big fan of his in high school. I mean, he started off his college career with 28 points in a win for Illinois. I believe he started every game his freshman year, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, like he started 31 games his freshman year, had some ups and downs, had a solid freshman year. Was actually kind of looking forward to him coming back. Did not happen for some other reasons that he did not make his way back to Illinois. Maybe some decisions that he spoke about that weren't his choice necessarily or not. But one, I didn't know that he had eligibility, and two, I didn't know that the door was open for him to come back to Illinois whatsoever. Um, Given maybe how the breakup necessarily happened, but I also thought that like from an Illinois standpoint, like with all due respect to Adam Miller, I thought that there would be a little bit higher shooting for who they're trying to get in the portal with their portal strategy.
That's where I'm confused. And I'm dreading this conversation already because I think you and I both are like, why are they doing this? What is happening? This is weird. And from just like running the pulse check with the Illinois fans we interact with in the Discord, which is like historically one of my favorite fan channels to interact with. There's a lot of people in there, and I normally genuinely agree with most of what they say. I find them to be like a pretty smart, fun, honest fan base that like will self-criticize their own program from time to time when needed. Um, the general pulse on this was that Illinois fans were like pumped about this. And I'm very, 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 very confused about that for emotional reasons and basketball reasons. I don't really get this one. I don't think Adam Miller has contributed to winning since 2020 when he was at Illinois. Now, if the sell is like he played the best basketball of his career at Illinois, we would have been great with him long term in the first place, then I guess I can buy it. Because I do think the best version of Adam Miller in his career has been at Illinois. I understand he didn't make shots even like crazy that year, but he played winning basketball. He hasn't done that since, respectfully. I mean, he's been a minutes eater, very inefficient offensive player for his first year at Arizona State and his year at LSU. He's been a guy that runs from school to school. I mean, there are AJ Storr vibes to this. And he's not the player that Storr is. He hasn't had the AJ Storr all conference season. So like what are you sort of willing to risk on? And I guess the sell here is like he was really efficient his last season at Arizona State. That's true. He shot the lights out from three finally for the first time in his career. He shot 43% from three. The 3 seasons before this, he shot 34% from three on 5 attempts a game, 31% from three on 7 attempts a game, 30% from three on 5 attempts a game. For his career, he's a 34% shooter from three on 645 attempts. To me, that's the more important number than whatever he shot in his most recent season. I'll take 645 attempts in a career of being an average to below average shooter more than I will take the 1 year he was like supremely efficient. Now, if he shoots 43% from three, obviously it's a good ad. But I think that's quite a risk. And that's quite a risk that ignores all the personal elements of this that I think are the biggest risk. Like, you're opening the door back to a dude that look, I don't know the specifics of the story, but from what I've been told, it was like Miller's family and Miller's camp who were like, "You need to get out of there." And
Yeah, but I think it might have had to do with TA a little bit though. Some there with that.
always something with Illinois assistants, man.
Yeah, I don't get like I can see Illinois fans talking themselves into like getting that guy who shot well from three, but this would be like my last option take. And even then, I don't know if it actually, yes, I will, because I don't want to be left open at that spot. This would be the last option for me.
Well, and it sounds like reading the tea leaves here. It sounds like this isn't a last option take because Illinois was working this before he entered the portal, right? Isn't that the
Why?
implication? Is like the staff wanted Adam Miller and is making this happen.
I just don't I don't understand it. I need someone to tell me.
All right, can we step back broadly? Because I will say, even though I'm down on this and it confuses the hell out of me, I'm with you. I really liked watching Adam Miller as a freshman. He was one of my favorite players in the con- conference in the country. Like, so I almost want to like give him a pass for what has happened since he left Illinois, and just hope that he can come back and just be a better version of the 19-year-old kid he was at Illinois 4 years ago. We interrupt this sleepers video to talk directly to you, our loyal listener. Have you ever found yourself watching us two idiots thinking, hey, I wish there was a very easy, small way for me to show a token of my appreciation for all of their hard work on all these videos I love to watch? Well, now we have just the way to do that.
Thanks to the beautiful folks over at Underdog Fantasy. They are helping us out this month, presenting a lot of the content coming out this month, giving you a chance with a amazing offer that you can use using our promo code that Gregory will tell you more about.
Yeah, so college hoop season's over, but we got like big time golf tournaments. The NBA playoffs are coming. Baseball season's underway. There's still a bunch of sports on. There's still a bunch of ways to play with Underdog Fantasy. Promo code SLEEPERS. As a new customer, you can get up to 1,000 bonus credits plus a free pick. It's one of the most fun ways to play. It's a great way to support us. And on some actual like non-ad read stuff, talking genuinely here, really helps us because if Underdog loves us, if we get a lot of people to sign up, they're going to help us continue to bring you the content that you love. Show your support. Join Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code SLEEPERS. Get up to $1,000 in bonus credits and a free pick. If you get the 23-year-old version of Adam Miller doing that, then I guess I'm going to trust Brad Underwood that it'll work out. That's where I'm at. And I do like that version of Adam Miller. He was a dog at Illinois. He was fun to watch. Broadly, though, what is Illinois doing?
I don't know.
Like the plan here. What is the plan here? With the whole roster, what is the plan here right now?
I'm not necessarily sure. I obviously I think Big Z was brought in, I'm thinking, for depth in the front court behind his brother. You add oh God, why is his name fleeting me right
Berkovich?
now? Yeah, they add Markovich, who I think could fit well at the four spot. I'm not sure if he's starting at the four or not, but I think that's another good front court piece. I'm just not seeing like the wing guard kind of pieces that are going to be coming in for spots that I think are in need with, you know, possibly what's the latest update on Riley?
I don't know.
Gone. Like I'm assuming he's gone.
So that this is my here's how I can best try and summarize what I think Brad Underwood and staff's plan is right now. And tell me if you think I misstepped along the way here. I think they feel like their front court's fine, if not upgraded, between Zvonimir Ivisic and David Mirkovic mixed with spending big money to prioritize getting Big T back. You lost Merez in the process, but like I think from an Illinois perspective, it's like who cares? We got guys we think fit better around Big T, whatever. So I can buy the front court. I see the vision of the front court, even if I would have prioritized Merez. That's fine. Back court, you lose Kasparis. You bring back Kylan. Kylan, who finished the season very strong, but Kylan, who for most of the season really struggled. Kylan Boswell, who playing a shooting guard position, not even running the offense or running the team, in a secondary type easier role, shot 24% from three on the season. Those are the numbers. He was awful in that sense. He was good in some other ways. But overall, if you had given this level from Kylan Boswell coming into the season to Illinois fans, I think they would have been like, that's a weird year. And now we're coming out of it. Basically, my interpretation of what's going on in the backcourt is Kylan is the guard. He's the offense. He's the guy running the show next year. And at least initiating it, maybe you're going to run the offense through Big T. Maybe you're going to run it through wings that I haven't even mentioned yet. But I'm not really following like lose Kasparis, who was everything to this team, and don't try and replace him in the backcourt. And I feel like all we've seen in a month from them is they wanted Josh Dix, they wanted Jalen Sellers, they wanted that Jamel Jones, and now they want Adam Miller, presumably to slide in at the two.
Yeah. Also, like, I'm sorry, man. If that's the wing guard answers, like we lose Kasparis top 10 pick, we lose Will Riley top first round pick, and our answer is, yeah, we got Adam Miller and Jamil Jones for that. Like,
You
come on
had me
now.
in on the Dixon Sellers ideas. I'm like, okay, volume shooting, starting shooting guard, I'm in. But since they missed on those two guys, I don't feel like they've tried to get another one. And I'm just confused on that because I don't think Adam Miller can be that. I think Illinois fans expect if he comes in, he's a depth piece. He's like in the DGL role, which, by the way, why would Adam Miller even want that? And the sell is like Adam Miller would want to be part of a winning team. That's never been what Adam Miller wants his entire career. That's the entire scout on this dude. He's never prioritized winning. So I'm just confused by it. And then I guess the elephant in the room here is the actual priorities for the staff right now, I think are entirely get Sar and get Riley. And again, I'm speaking from personal experience with this from a year ago. When your plan A are guys that appear to want to go to the draft, that can leave you screwed. And I think from Illinois' perspective, they're at least thinking they're going to get one of these two guys, maybe want both of these guys. I don't think you're getting both. You might get one, but there is a world you get zero. And Sard just his stock rises so much he leaves. And Will Riley, I think, should leave. So if that happens, I guess I just would like to see Brad sort of. I think you need to do multiple things. You need to get a Kasparis replacement anyway.
Yeah.
And you need to try to get one of those guys back. And it feels like they're just waiting around saying, like, well, we can't spend money until we know what these guys are doing. And if you don't spend your money until those guys decide, it could leave you screwed. That's what happened to Michigan last year when they had millions for AJ Mitchell. And Dusty just waited and waited and waited. And then AJ went to the draft and Jameer Watkins couldn't come. They ended up one player short, didn't spend money they had. And I think that's at least a possible outcome here based on how Illinois is moving, and it scares me.
Yeah, it's a scary game to play. And you need to be, you know, there's repercussions for those actions of playing that game if it goes negatively, and that looks like if Adam Miller commits to Illinois, I'm hearing like the depth piece word. Who's starting over him? Jake Davis? I guess I can see that. Is Jake Davis starting at the two?
I think Illinois fans, I think, seem to think they're like five ads away from their roster, which I think is true, but like where are they coming from is my guess or my question.
Yeah, it's an interesting
Like
it,
you should be adding right now. You should not be only adding Europeans right now.
yeah. Also, like I want, and I'll keep it anonymous. You ain't gotta, yeah. I won't speak it to the world. I won't say anybody. There's no way they really want Adam Miller. Like I get it. You can say that out loud, but do you actually really want Adam Miller back?
I mean, it does. It feels like one of those ones to me where, like, if we had floated it when it wasn't a thing, everyone would have been like, "Hell no!"
Hell
And then
no.
instead,
Right.
it's like it's happening, and it's like this is great.
Right.
Like,
Like, come on now.
I'm very confused by it. Kylan Boswell, Adam Miller. Pick one between Sara and Riley. You can pick whoever you think is better. Merkovich at the four, Ivisic at the five, other Ivisic at sixth man, Ty Rogers seventh guy. Uh,
Jake
who am I
Davis.
missing? Jake Davis eighth guy. That's your top eight. Probably won't be. They'll probably add more, but let's say that's your top eight. How good is that team?
Ooh, did you say one of Riley or Sarr back or Riley or Sarr in the
Pick
fold?
whichever one you think is better. Starts at the three between
Riley.
Merkovich, Big T, Miller, Boswell.
I think Riley would be better for this next season. I don't think that team is better than Purdue. Um I don't think that team's better than Michigan.
You don't think they're better than the number two team in the preseason polls?
Yeah. I'm talking like Big Ten wise, like where would they fall currently? They'd be like third or fourth in the Big Ten, maybe.
Wow. Okay.
Where would you have them?
Not third in the Big Ten with Boswell, Miller, Riley, Merkovich, T.
Who would you have them behind?
Hmm.
Big Ten's a little. Actually, no. Let me take that back because like UCLA's up there. I think Oregon's going to be good again. So maybe more like fifth, sixth, seventh in that range.
So where they were this year.
Yeah.
All right, I can see it.
Where do you see it?
Until I see them like try and replace Consparis, I'm really skeptical here.
Mm.
Like I'm just not into the Kylan Boswell as our star point guard idea. And right now, like the sell is like, oh, our big three will be Big T, Sar, or Riley, and then Kylan. I don't love that. I'd rather have Kylan be the fifth option that he was good at last year and get a star guard.
Yeah.
I don't feel like they're trying to do that.